Alright, so I got this old otter ice shanty, and as you can see, look at all the broken plastic. So, how these are supposed to look, something like that right there. Cover the pipe and hold it in, but all these parts are broken. A couple of them are still good, but as you can see, it's causing them to bend. So what we're going to do, all the poles where this plastic broke off, there's a couple options I had. One was to put plastic dowels in there again, but the thing about this ice shanty is I want to eliminate all plastic. So I'm going to try washers. I'm going to try putting washers in between them both. Keep them in there. They're metal. I like them. By using washers, you don't just got one piece in here, you got multiple, so it should make it move pretty good. We're going to try that. The only thing I'm not going to be able to repair today is this one pole. I think I can order it. I might try doing something. You can order the parts from Otter, but each of these that are broken, $5. For this whole set here, to replace these, they don't sell these. You have to buy this whole kit. $44 for this side, $44 for that side, and about 8 of these. $200. I'm not spending that. So, what I'm going to do, another problem that I had to figure out was the poles fit very loosely inside of one another, but there is a hole. So we are going to line that up with the existing hole. I'm going to drill a hole through it, so it'll be kind of a pain in the butt when I get out of my kitchen, but then we're going to install these. So every time I go out, I'm going to have 8 clips. To me, it's not a big deal. Might be another thing you can do, or get the pins that go inside these bars that pop out on one side. I just don't know if they'll work because of how loose they fit inside of them. So I chose to go through the whole bar and lock them in with these. It's a cheap fix. It's about $30 for all this stuff I bought versus the $200 I'd be paying. I mean, everything else is good on this shanty. The sled is, the bracket, the cloth. So I'd like to get, spend $30 into it and use it. But one thing I can tell you is, if you got plastic and you can replace plastic with metal, that's the best route. That's what you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start on this, and we'll see what we get. Right, we got our first side done. It took 5 washers on each side. It was pretty good. The only thing that's wrong is it does go side to side because it doesn't have any support. The holes drilled in are too big. But that might not be an issue. I mean, when you click it in, once we drill out both them holes and we actually click it in, it shouldn't be an issue, I wouldn't think. So we will have to try it. The only other thing I could do is take the couple good ones I have and put them there, and then use these for up here, because up here you're not getting that side to side play. It's not really necessary. So when I put them washers in there, it's going to hold. It's not going to do this side to side stuff. But we'll try it out, because it looks like they kind of need to be able to move a little bit, so that should be good. Should be good. Alright, a few more to go. And there's our second one. Looks like it'll do the job just fine. Now what we're going to do is drill out the pinholes for the bar. I'm going to try doing this with a cordless drill. See how this goes. So I had to do some stuff to get this, but I think I'll be able to start getting on a rhythm. This is what this looks like now. Got our pins in. Had to do some trial and error. So when you're done, you just pop that out, slide it down. I just got to find some kind of pocket, or I could also drill holes down here to store it when I'm packing it up. I got one done so far. And so to do this, the best method is to take the bars right out. I tried drilling it with a hand drill, it didn't work. I actually had to open up a brand new drill press to get this. Luckily I had one just sitting there waiting the last 5 years for me to use, and I used it today. So I took the bars off, I drill a pilot hole, then I take this big one, bore it out with that, touch it up with that. That's pretty much all we can do. So, like I said, I got the first row done, 3 more rows. We'll check it out when we're done. We get to the second row. This is what this, I'm going to keep this here. When it breaks, I'll put new washers in it. But I definitely want to keep that there for now. How that is. I'm really thinking about switching this with this, just because this moves a lot. This one doesn't move a lot, and what I mean by that is even this inner one on this side for it will kind of be locked in to where it can't do the whole lot of twisting. It's horrible. Like even that one seems broke. I might just replace them all with washers. Otherwise I'm going to have to come back and do this again. Nope, that one's broke anyway. Now that I'm looking at it, it's cracked right there. So, they're all junk. Alright, this is another issue with the plastic ones. This doesn't go all in, and then sometimes it sticks. So the other ones I was pushing that in and it was sticking in. And the problem is that them bars are too wide, so if I remove this piece, it can't lock onto that very good. So that is why we are switching to the hitch pins, I'm calling them. So this, I'm going to try taking this out, doing the same thing, drill them out, get rid of all the plastic is the goal. We want to get rid of all this plastic. We want metal. Hopefully this will work out. I know in here it will for sure. I'm just kind of worried about this because this bolt likes to bend a lot because of how this is set up. But I'm going to use it. I'll take it out on a trial today, later today hopefully, and see how it goes. But right now we're going to start removing this plastic and drill that hole all the way to both sides. Drill the hole out of that, lock it in just like the first one. Alright, so I am in the finished ice shanty. As you can see, all these worked. I just saved $200 by using these. Worked pretty good. Got rid of all the plastic. Replaced with all metal washers. Drilled out these holes. Now we can just run them clips. Working ice shanty, finally. And cost about 30 bucks to repair it. So if you got an Eskimo or an ice shanty with all that plastic, this is one way to get it working again. Unless you want to go spend the money. I just figured this is still a nice shanty and I'd like to use it and not go spend $700. So, yep, hopefully it helps you.